Yeah. Hey man, you ever felt unstoppable? That's the team, right? I said, welcome to the new world. Welcome to the new world.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. And it's a little bit later on in the day, but I have not forgotten what today is, and I have not forgotten what I do on Fridays, and that is, of course, my Smackdown review. So let's jump right into it. Earlier, I already did a video today. Yesterday, 2 videos today. I do all kinds of things. I'm crazy. I'm out of control. But I'm here to do your Smackdown review. And as you know, I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it right this moment and give you my probably segment by segment, maybe not segment by segment, because Smackdown has just been bleh. So it's been kind of getting boring to me. So what I'm going to do is basically every time I feel there's a stopping point warranted to talk about what happened, that's what I'm going to do. And give you call out the times. And remember, all the times that I call out are without commercials. So that's if you're trying to follow along at home. But I will hit on all the big points and tell you what is right and what is wrong with SmackDown this week. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Let's go. SmackDown, June 4th, 2015. Let's go. About 14 and a half minutes in, ending of the first promo. Now, usually, you know me, I'm not one to like to have the big promos at the beginning of the show. I'd much rather have a match. But I got to say, Seth Rollins, great promo. Fantastic promo. Yeah, it was a recap over the last year for him, but you know what? It was interesting. He didn't sound like a bitch either. Yeah, he told the same lies that we're used to him telling, but he also distinguished himself as a man who's trying to really stand on his own, and I liked that. I dug that. I thought it had a really, really good tone to it, and it wasn't boring. That's the important thing. The promo didn't lag. Then Dean Ambrose came on the Jumbotron and cut an amazing promo on Seth Rollins, talking about surviving over the past year. That's awesome. Dean Ambrose is so good at what he does, it's not even funny. He is so damn good at connecting. If they just let this guy go, take the reins off him completely, not Roman, of course, but take all the restrictions off of him completely, this guy could make some magic, absolute magic, and I think most people are well in agreement with that. So, good way to kick off the show. Not a horrible beginning, not a horrible start whatsoever. So let's go ahead and see what's next. About 23 minutes in, and we just got a triple threat number one contenders match for the tag team championship. We got the Primetime Players versus the Ascension versus the Lucha Dragons. And I want to say the first thing, building the match the way they did was very smart. You got the Lucha Dragons who add that spark, which they did throughout the entire match. They add the spark. They're very interesting, high-risk maneuvers that you get to see. Kalisto is a friggin' spark plug, man. He really is. He adds so much to every match that he's in. You got the Ascension now, who's starting to be more consistently in tag team matches. And although they're not winning at a high clip, they're becoming that. They're building. Look, people who thought they were going to come right in, and I'm guilty of this. I thought they were going to come right in from NXT and boom, be right there at the tag team title, caliber. I was wrong. That's just because you pay your dues and you win at NXT does not mean that you're going to come in and be right at the top of the order in the main roster. And you know what? You probably shouldn't be. So I kind of like the fact that now after a rocky start, the Ascension is starting to be on more and more consistently. They're starting to do more during matches, and they're becoming an impactful, team in the tag team division. I think that's very important because it adds depth. So the Ascension, while maybe right now they're not in contention for a title, even though they were just in this number one contenders match, nobody thought they were going to win it, of course, but they might not be in contention right this moment, but you can see that they're building to something, and that's really cool. And finally, the Primetime Players who actually go on to win the match. It's so good that they're wrestling, man. It's like they seem to not be wrestling forever. And now they're wrestling, and it's a lot of fun to see them. I like Titus O'Neil. I know some people, including my colleague and good friend, and the guy I co-host for over on the Monday Night Raw reviews, Mr. Joe Cronin, thinks he's very reckless. I don't know if I think he's got a controlled recklessness about him. I don't think he's hurting people. He's convincing is what he is. He's a freaking mountain, and I like him a lot. I do feel like primetime players need to feel more like a team. Like they have some double team maneuvers, but I was reading this on a website, and I have to agree with it. They really could use the benefit of a tag team finisher, a really cool tag team finisher. That would be a lot of fun to see. What would that be? I have no idea. But regardless, solid match, very good match. I give it a 7.5. I thought it was a good match. It could have been a great match, I think. They could have done a little bit more time. So I think I'm probably closer to a 7 on this match because it could have had a little more time. But decent. And primetime players are your new number 1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championship. So there you go. Let's see what's next right here on the Smackdown. Right around 25 minutes in, and I know I wasn't going to do exactly segment by segment, but it's turning out that way that I have to. New Day does a backstage promo, and it's gold. It's absolute gold. If you're not into what the New Day is doing, then, man, I don't know what else they could be doing. These are 3 guys who had absolutely no aim, no reason for being in the WWE. Now they have a reason, and they're playing off each other, and it's hilarious. Xavier Woods being the mouthpiece and listing the reasons and the order of what they're going to do, and then they all go, it's hysterical. It's hysterical. It's physical comedy. It's pretty thought-provoking at times, too. Some of the stuff that they're saying is pretty damn funny. It takes a little bit of thought. It's not just all punch you in the face humor. There is a little bit of thought to it. It seems to be really well written. And the really cool thing is it seems like these 3 have really gelled together. And that is really what the important thing and the biggest thing that should be coming out of whenever you form a team, a faction. And they really have. These guys they're elevating each other way farther than they could individually. You know, the results is obviously far greater than the sum of its parts, and that's really cool to see right now. I'm enjoying it. It's hysterical. They're ridiculous. Kofi yelling back at Kane after finding out that he has to take on Neville. I didn't even study his moves, man. It's great. It's great. It's so good. I'm really enjoying the New Day. I really am. So let's move on from that, shall we, and see what's next. Right around 32 minutes in, after we got a really funny, I like those stupid Sonic commercial outtakes things. I think it's hysterical. Big Show's was really funny. Big Show's outtakes are actually really funny. Geez, why can't he be like that any other time in his life? He was entertaining. I like that. Then we got Ryback and Stardust. And here's the thing. Stardust on his own is not working. He's lost so much momentum after Goldust has gone away. And I don't know how to rejuvenate him. It just doesn't seem to work on his own. He needed something to go to, and he didn't have anything. That being said, he came out ultra aggressive in this match against Ryback, which made the moves that Ryback was hitting on him look even more vicious. And let me tell you, they looked vicious. Ryback meat hooked his face off in that. And rather quick match, but Ryback gets the victory and looks pretty decisive in the win. It was a good match. Good match. No, that's the wrong word. But it wasn't a bad match. It was entertaining, and it's supposed to help Ryback build a role, and it did that. So it was a necessary match, I guess that's best to say. But it does feel a little bad, going from Bad News Barrett to Daniel Bryan to now Ryback, which he doesn't have a rival. He doesn't have a guy that really is bringing out the best of him. And he's not good enough to make the title matter on his own, just like Daniel Bryan was able to do. Even if he didn't have a rival, Daniel Bryan as the Intercontinental Champion meant something because he was so good. Ryback doesn't have that. But he does have the loyalty of the crowd, and I think that does matter when you look at it from a different standpoint. So let's see what's next here. I think we're going to get some Divas action. And God, man, Paige. I can't keep my eyes off Paige. She's so gorgeous. Just give me Paige all the time. So fine. So fine. All right, let's move on here. Next up on SmackDown, let's find out. Right around 36 minutes in, and a little bit of a change-up. I kind of like this. Something that we don't see all the time, an interview by Renee Young on the stage, on the ramp, the entrance ramp. That harkens back to old school wrestling for me. Mean Gene out by the entrance, talking to guys as they come in and out. I love that. Do more of this. It brings back so many good memories for me, and I love seeing Renee. Now, she did a really amazing little interview there. Well, it was more of just a stick the mic in the face, but still with Paige, who delivered an amazing promo. Man, what a kick-ass promo Paige just cut. She stumbled over a few words, but the whole idea behind it was good. The promo was great because I think it sets up the exit of the Bellas. And which I believe is coming. And I've been saying this for a little while now, but I think the Bellas are on their way out, and this promo is probably the beginning of that. And it's pretty cool. A change in the Divas division is definitely needed, especially after, Nikki, who really has, I hiccuped into the microphone, I apologize for that. Nikki, who really has come a long way with her ring work, for them to go back to the old ways of winning matches, the twin magic bullcrap, I think it's appropriate that they did that, actually, because I think they're on the way out. And if that's the case, hey, go back to the beginning, and it's a nice way to exit. And then hopefully this will lead to some new blood in the Divas division, and Paige as the leader of the new era of Divas in WWE. And that's going to be pretty damn awesome. Also noted, Naomi's gone, man. She seems to be disappeared from the face of the earth now. Push over. And you know what? I hope it really is, because they saw what I saw, and that's that she was not getting better in the ring. She's just too inconsistent. Too inconsistent, man. And you can have one great match, and that's great, but you can't follow that up with 2 or 3 clunkers. And you can't be as out of control as she is. You just can't do it. And that's just it. So I think she's paid that price for it, and hopefully is going to get back to work and start taking it a little bit more seriously. I think she got lost in her own push a little bit there and stopped working in the ring, and that's unfortunate. Well, that's just me speculating. I don't know if that's true. Just what it seemed like to me. All right, so after a really good promo there, we've had some good – the first half of this has been a pretty damn good show. First quarter of it, whatever. It's been a pretty decent show of SmackDown so far. Good stuff. Hope it continues. Let's check out more. 37 minutes in, we got a Rowan and Harper sighting, and they seem to be reloading. I think that the backstage is reloading with these guys because they just cut a really nice promo. Both of them together, both talking a little bit. Rowan just adding a few things in, and they look like they're about to start tearing some shit up in the tag team division. That's exactly what we need. So I would love to see an extended program between them and the Ascension. Just beat the hell out of each other. But I like Rowan and Harper as a team. I really do. They didn't work individually. Harper could have, but Rowan wasn't. But as a team, this is a hell of a team. And Harper's really showing a little bit of charisma, too, on the mic, and I like that. So it's pretty cool. Let's see where this goes, and let's get back to SmackDown. About 50 minutes in, and we got Kevin Owens on the stick talking about the the NXT Open challenge that he's about to do. But he also talked about everything that's happened between him and John Cena. Kevin Owens is so damn good on the mic. It's disgusting how good he is when you really look at how bad so many other people are. People who've been doing this in the WWE for years. And Kevin Owens just comes in and grips it and rips it. And you know what? He's going to be known really soon as one of the best promos in the game. He is so damn talented on that microphone, and he's getting better every single week when he's learning exactly what he can and can't say in the WWE ring. He is really adjusting and learning and being better every single time. The things that he's saying about Cena living in delusional land, it's great. It's great because so many people share the same sentiment. He is really speaking for all of the smarks, all of the John Cena haters. He's saying a lot of things. He called him Super Cena on Monday, for Christ's sake. It was great. So then he opens the challenge, and here comes Zack Ryder. Woo, woo, woo. You knew it, exactly what was going to happen, that is. That this was not going to be a long affair, and it certainly wasn't. Zack tried to get some offense in, but Kevin squashed him and hit some nice moves, and then boom, pop-up powerbomb for the victory, and still NXT champion Kevin Owens. Now, a lot of people I've read from other sites and stuff that were kind of shitting on this match because they don't understand the point of it. If there is no other point than to continue to hype up Kevin Owens, which is good enough in my book, but how about the fact that the NXT Championship was just defended on a WWE main program, on a major network, Sci-Fi, soon to be back on USA again, I believe, too. You know, Smackdown is the second tier show, and they just, well, really, it's NXT, but you know what I mean. SmackDown, that's where the big boys are. It's WWE. So to have the NXT Championship defended sets a precedent, and it just shows that NXT is on par with WWE in a lot of ways, at least to where WWE wrestlers can go after the NXT title if they feel so desired to. So I thought that was cool. I also like the aggression of Mr. Owens. Kevin Owens is just, he's brutal. He's brutal. On the mic, in the ring. He's reminding me of what CM Punk was, man. When CM Punk was in his prime, when he was really, really rolling, that's the same vibe I'm getting out of Kevin Owens. But not a big poncy douchebag either, you know? So that's a good thing. Kevin Owens, man, he's the man. He's becoming one of my favorites to watch, really. I mean that sincerely. So let's check out what's next here on Smackdown. About an hour and 7 minutes in, and let's just say this, Neville is back on track. The knee brace, the tape, it looks like that whole knee thing was just a work, which I'm glad I was wrong about, by the way. He seems fully healthy. He's not wearing it no more. It looks like for whatever reason, this Neville thing was just a short-lived thing because they didn't know what else to do with him. In the meantime, they didn't want to put him in the Elimination Chamber, whatever the reason was. But that seems to be over, and now his sights are on Money in the Bank, and he just had a fantastic match with Kofi Kingston. Kofi is still so serviceable, man. He knows how to go, and more importantly, he's still very athletic, and he knows how to wrestle with these other athletic guys. So this was a very good match. A little bit different, too, having New Day out there and Neville being able to deal with them. We saw an aggressive side to Neville. We saw a smart side to Neville. This is exactly what we want to see out of him because he is the complete package. He really is. And he got a crafty victory over Kofi after dealing with all of the crazy-ass interference from New Day and hitting some very nice moves indeed. So never fear, everybody, you Neville lovers, and I know there are many because I'm one of them myself. It looks like he's back on track, and more importantly, his moves will continue to develop in a positive way, and I think they're saving some of his bigger, more really spectacular moves for the bigger, more spectacular events. So keep your eyes out for Money in the Bank, kids, because I got a feeling we're going to see some magic. We're going to see some real magic. Let's get back and see how this show ends, shall we? Oh, we're going to get some Miz TV bullshit. Yay. Ugh, here we go. I don't even know what time it says anymore. An hour and 9-10 minutes in. I don't know. Something like that. Friggin' Lana on Miz TV. Really funny. Lana's getting more comfortable, too. I'm really enjoying her. But Rusev comes out. And I could talk about what Rusev says, but you know what? Let's just hear what Rusev has to say after Lana once again rejects him. Probably because he asked her to be his crutch. Be my crutch, Lana. What the hell? Why does anyone want to be your crutch? You're big. She's small. Don't lean on me, you big sweaty mongoloid. But his reaction. Let's listen to this and enjoy it together, shall we?
You stupid woman cow! Как можете, кама? Аз тук не всичко да тебе съм дал! You stupid
What the hell was that? Oh my God. I don't know if it was because he wanted to call her a bitch or call her a cunt, or because he was just so flustered because he doesn't like yelling at her because they're really together in real life. I have no idea, but that was ridiculous. You stupid Lana. That was great. Oh yeah, that segment warms the cockles of my heart. Oh, that was good. That was good. Okie dokie. Let's check out the rest of SmackDown. Holy God. All right, so the end of SmackDown basically goes with Roman Reigns and Sheamus in the main event. Not a bad match. I mean, it was just kind of what we'd expect out of these two. I don't really know what the problem is with Roman Reigns' in-ring stuff, what people have the issue with his in-ring work lately. It hasn't been bad in actually quite a long time. I think people are just upset over the idea of having Roman Reigns, who was the clear-cut guy of WWE. And I think that's what pisses so many people off about Roman Reigns. I don't think it has anything to do with some of the botches that he had early on, which he's not having as much, by the way, or that his ring work was one-dimensional, which I do believe is improving, by the way. I think it's just about the fact that WWE so strongly stood behind this fucking guy and just said, this is it. This is our guy, and you're gonna like it. And this day and age, nobody likes being told shit like that. Nobody wants to be told this is what you're going to get and it's what you're going to like. So they revolted, and now they just don't want anything to some. There's a lot of people who have already gotten over it, and you can hear it by the reactions at most arenas now. Roman Reigns is back over again, and that's good for him. But there's a lot of the IWC and YWC that still continue to have this almost illogical Roman Reigns hatred. And I think that it also has something to do with that most of them, especially the male demographic, probably want to have sex with him and are upset at the fact that they want to. You see, me, I admit to the fact that this is one smoking hot chunk of man meat, that I'd let him hollow me out like a friggin' canoe. I have no problems in friggin' admitting that. But not everybody's in touch with their sexuality and confident in themselves like Dead on Dave is. But that's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. See, I thought it almost wasn't going to come, and then it did, and it was glorious. God, it feels good. Ooh, I think I have another. Wait, do we have another? Wow. Musical sneezes right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Can't get any better than that. Oh, my leg is really wet now, though, and that's a problem. Anyway. I'm really sorry for that. SmackDown overall was... Oh, God. Wait, I got more. No, do I? That hurt. That hurt deep down in my groin. Oh, because that's where I'm hurt. Oh, shit. That hurt. Ow. Oh, God, that hurt. Ow. I should probably stop the recording because it hurts so bad. Oh, fuck. All right, let's just tough through this. All right, so SmackDown, it was not bad at all. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Oh, by the way, Kane is the final participant in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Who gives a shit? Oh, God. My biggest worry, my biggest concern is that he might actually win this friggin' thing, which would kill me because then he is the Money in the Bank and Seth Rollins is the champion. Oh, God, kill me now. Kill me. Kill me. Please don't let that happen. It really does look like Roman Reigns is in line to win this thing. I think Sheamus is also right there. Neville's the dark horse. Do not count out the fact that Neville could win this thing and kind of throw everything in the flux. But I think we have our dark horses and we have the guys who make the most sense. So we'll see what happens at Money in the Bank. But as for SmackDown, it is over. It's done. It's finished. And so is this friggin' broadcast. But we got a lot of stuff happening over the next few days. Pretty excited about it. Monetize This returns after a long hiatus. Joe Cronin Show. 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll be there. Joe Cronin, myself, Tommy C, and maybe Jesse J, who knows. But we'll be there, and we're going to tear some shit up. I hope you guys are there to enjoy our craziness. We'll see you then. Make sure you check him out. Make sure you check out the aforementioned Tommy C as well over at Shot from the Point. My man, he returned yesterday to In the Crease, and it was a great episode with him, myself, and Matt Kazar. It was fantastic. Make sure you check that out as well. Jeff Huffman, Grand Slam 87 over on YouTube as well. Check him out. He's the man. Other than that, that's all I got. Make sure you guys are checking out everything on the channel. Let me know what you guys think. Improvements are always welcome. Any suggestions, you let me know. And if you want to be on Creators Corner, hit me up. Hit me up and we will set up an interview and you can be on Creators Corner and tell your story. But remember, kids, we're out of here. And if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time. Peace.